Let's see if this dude knows what Looksmaxing is. Do y'all know who Penguin Zero is? Or what's his other name? Regardless, I don't know if he knows what Looksmaxing is though. He needs to go to the gym.
I am so deep in the void right now. I am down the rabbit hole of Looksmaxing, and I don't know if I can ever get out. I'm starting to believe we really do live in a simulated universe because I am in the darkest corners of this, and I can't believe that this is real life. I'm in the Looksmaxing matrix here, and what I see disturbs me. It's an obsession for a lot of people. 10 days ago, I made that video, Beware of Jelqing, where I focused on like the sillier aspects of Looksmaxing, though.
What the fuck is jelqing? Is that like beating off? My God, like when people say they're mewing, what does that mean? Does that just mean like you're you're like posing to make yourself look good? Like this is so weird. Again, this relates to like the whole red pill thing where I don't know, it's like I think a little bit of Looksmaxing is good though. Like you want to look good, you want to have good style so the bitches like you. I mean, what's the point of making money if the bitches don't like you regardless because you look like a dweeb?
Admittedly still dangerous, where a big part of Looksmaxing is about your wiener and being insufficient to sexually pleasure a woman, so they recommend jelqing exercises, which is stretching the penis in dangerous...
What? Bro, that's what jelqing is? Stretching your dick? Hold up.
There's ways that often cause irreversible damage. They'll have you beating your skin flute like it owes you money, fucking pretzeling your cock, sticking it in your own butt, and just doing these like weird accordion-like stretches on your meat that in a lot of cases destroy it in the...
Stretching your meat so that it gets bigger or what? You're fixing the curve?
process. And I was making a video kind of just talking about that and joking about it because jelqing is something that I'm familiar with because it was an old internet meme and something I also tried when I was young, stupid, and desperate. But when I made that video just 10 days ago, I was at the surface level of Looksmaxing. I still had my water wingies on and I was above water, but now, brother, I'm a fucking seasoned veteran. I have seen some weird shit.
He is a veteran jelker. He stretches his penis every night. Even in the morning sometimes.
Looksmaxing, and I want to share a little bit of it with you. There is a complete hyperfixation on wiener size in a lot of Looksmaxing communities where they believe that that is everything. And they spend every waking hour of their day doing all that they...
Low-key, it don't matter at all. I mean, unless you're like below 4 inches, then maybe you want to like start jelqing, but yeah. I mean, it's a surprise, I guess, when girls see that, but if they fuck with you, then you know, if you rock it, it's really just about rocking whatever you look like.
They can to penis max, like everything they can to stretch and contort, or even drugs in some cases to increase the size in any way at all, even just like a fucking millimeter, they are doing. And
this is not at all what I thought this video was gonna be.
It's really sad because that's like their whole life right now. I found this YouTube channel who for a while now has been posting content pretty much exclusively focused around dropping this arcane knowledge on how to increase your cock size. Like just look at
how to blow massive loads. There's no way this can't be demonetized, right? I did penile PRP injections. Oh my God. These people... What is this fucking bondage, BDSW, whatever the fuck that thing is called, like with all the different whips and stuff in 50 Shades of Grey? What kind of contraption is this over here?
Look at some of these. The Best Extender 4.0 is here, and then that doohickey looks like some kind of gadget that Wile E. Coyote would use to try and trap the Roadrunner, like a bear trap for it. And that's supposed to be something for your most sensitive area on the body? Like, my God, please have mercy. And then he does like these interviews with people, so like how women react to giant penis. Like his whole mentality is all about his cock. And it's, I don't know, like this obsession from not only him, but like the comments is...
I don't even think girls like huge ass dicks though. Because that hurts their vaginas. It's like how, I don't know, you wouldn't want big ass feet like extremely, because then you can't find the right shoe size and it will look disproportional to your body. But I guess like having a huge ass veiny dick might be nice or cool, but not like a 12-incher, bro. You get a boner and your brain chemistry gets thrown off for the next 3 days.
It's so baffling to me. So you see that video right there? How porn stars blow massive loads? I decided to go to the comments and I saw this. I tried everything to blow bigger loads. Kegels and supplements and drinking 3 or 4 big glasses of celery juice a day. Hydration helps. Drink lots and lots of water. Outside of that, yeah, it's genetics. I've always been a dribbler, and I always wanted to fire rope after rope of semen just like Peter North did. I'm unfamiliar with the work of Peter North, but he speaks about him like he's the Babe Ruth of cum. Now there was a guy who nearly drowned some of his co-stars. He's probably been retired for 10 or 15 years now, but 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, that dude was the GOAT when it came to the old money shot. This dude's got an entire diet around increasing load volume. Why? It's not...
That's why, like in high school, it was funny to like, before you're about to go hook up with a girl, you know, you eat pineapple to make it taste better, but like realistically, the girl ain't gonna let that shit stick in her mouth. She's gonna swallow that shit as fast as possible so that she doesn't have to taste it, because it's still gonna be trash. It's like putting frosting on shit. I don't know. It's always corny when people say they're eating pineapple before going to meet a girl.
Not that important. I mean, I guess it's a cool thing to be able to do if you're fucking dumping DNA by the gallon, like, I guess. But it's really not important enough to start buying supplements for it, drinking 4 glasses of celery juice a day. This man's training like Rocky Balboa, but for cum. Like, brother, it's not that big of a deal. And neither is having an average size willy. Like, if your Johnson isn't pushing 8 inches, it's not the end of the world like a lot of these Looksmaxing gurus are trying to scare you into thinking it is. It's not like you're going to be, you know, forced into a life of solitude and, you know, virginity.
I thought this video was Looksmaxing, like style, fashion, get your beard nice, maybe like train your jawline or something. But nah, it's Looksmaxing, or it's dick maxing. That's what this should have been.
Because you have a 5-inch penis or whatever. Like, that's not the case. You need to play with the cards you're dealt. Like, and buying into like supplements and the extender medieval torture device, all that kind of shit, it's highly unnecessary.
Penis extender that I can use throughout the day without it interrupting any part of my day. I wanted something that I can simply wear and forget about it. I didn't want to feel it too much. I didn't want it to bother me. Unfortunately, there hasn't been anything like this on the market. And if you're following me for long enough, you realize that I tried so many different ways to rig my own device from using different materials together. However, since now I have the resources and I have the connections to be able to manufacture such a device, I present to you the new best all-day stretcher right here. Now, if you want to stretch and make your penis bigger in the most comfortable way, this is it. I guarantee you there's not going to be anything more comfortable than this.
What? What was that? It just pulls on your dick all day? Holy shit. Oh my God. When you sit down too, I feel like the distance between your dick and it's gonna like pull it like this, and then it's gonna create a curve in your dick. That's crazy.
Holy shit, a whatchamahoosit designed to stretch your penis all day, just trying to fight for a couple millimeters? That is not a battle worth fighting. That is a war worth losing right there. Trying to claw a couple millimeters away from destiny, like trying to defy fate, it's not worth the agony, and it's not worth the money for it either. It's just not that important. It really isn't. Though I can't help but giggle at the idea.
I mean, that's, again, like for most red pillars that get extreme with it like that, they already lost. If you're lost in the sauce that deep, thinking that you need to get a couple extra inches, like the girls ain't fucking with you regardless, because what are you going to talk to them about? Like, oh yeah, I tried out some new techniques on lengthening my penis. So, what's your name? You want to go to Chipotle?
Idea where you wear that strapped to your leg and connected to your schlong and just keep it on all day, constantly stretching. Throughout the video, he talks about how much force it can exert, like 3 to 5 pounds worth of force, depending on how much slack is in the cord. That's a lot. Like, you're gonna probably hurt yourself over time. No doubt in my mind about that. Also, when it's all day, does that mean you also take it like to work with you? So like you're just walking around the office in your long pants trying to conceal it? They don't know I'm stretch maxing. Or you're walking through Walmart just going to pick up some item, and the whole time your cock is just being tugged on by the stretching device? Like, that's yucky. I hate to think about that. It's this fixation that people are being kind of pushed into with things like Looksmaxing.
Or the dudes that get surgery just to be 3 inches taller. I mean, at the same time, I get that a little bit more, because if you're 5, 4 or something, like actually pretty short, if you get to 5'7", 5'10", 6 foot or whatever, and you are back on average, we all know that girls actually, like, if you go on dating sites or dating apps, I wouldn't know this because I've never really used a dating app, but I've been on it, but like I haven't actually used it because I've been with my girl for like 8 years, going on 8 years. But they basically always put the limit, the short limit, the minimum at 6 foot. So if you don't have 6 foot, like you're kind of fucked and you're shooting yourself in the foot. So if you get a bar infused into your femur, so that you're 6 foot, like you're back in the game. Like you didn't even have a tryout. You weren't even invited to the tryouts for the basketball team, bro. But now you're there and you have a chance.
Becoming so popular, where every single possible insecurity that anyone can ever have is being focused on and highlighted and put on this pedestal where it needs to be fixed. And the only way to fix it is through buying these things or watching these videos and supporting this person who's giving away this information, when that is just not the case. It's leading to people just making themselves miserable all the time. Like I said in the last video, there's a couple of positive things about Looksmaxing on like a very basic level, such as telling people that it's good to brush your teeth, it's good to take a shower, it's good to like fix your hair or dress nice. That's all very positive general advice. That's basically just being a parent to people, to be honest. Like that's not this level. This is where it gets dangerous, and it's really done by bad actors that are peddling shit to you to make money off of your insecurity that they are only exacerbating. It's just a horrible practice of keeping people miserable and always feeling insufficient, so that way they're responsive and more susceptible to buying this kind of garbage or subscribing to the people that just keep feeding into this belief. And it, like I said in the last one, it must be really confusing growing up in this kind of landscape right now because it's so prevalent, where you're getting told that, you know, getting laid is extremely important, and in order to get laid.
All right. That by far might have been the weirdest video that I've ever watched. But it was entertaining, I guess, when we saw all of the stretching mechanisms that people are doing to dick max, stretch max, whatever you want to call it. But that's sad. You already lost if you're watching, or if you're taking advice from people stretching their dick. Like, you need to look up to people who are actually fucking bitches, not dudes who are stretching their dick. But I guess maybe it's a little bit more relatable because now they feel as though like you're one of us. Look at you. You actually have sex now after you had a tiny ass dick. But look at you now. But so maybe I could, you know, talk to a woman for this first time if I stretch my penis for another 4 inches.